Hi everyone. So this is a video just to describe, I guess, how we create business, how we make our business move, how do we get the CCs going, how do we get the money going. So it's all about the business, as already explained, is about retailing the products and finding other people who want to make money and then helping them retail the products. So this video we're just going to focus on how we're going to retail the products. And that's what a lot of people worry about when they start the business. Where am I going to get my customers from? Well, as already explained, the first thing you need to do is become your own best customer. In other words, start to use the products and get passionate about the products from your experience from the products. So it's very, very important you're going to use the products. Then how are we going to retail them? Well, if you go to your First Steps to Manager book on page 10, it gives you a list there of, I think, 16, 17 different methods of how we're going to retail the products. It says business product launches, mini launches, product talks, marketing, one-to-ones, clubs, sports and fitness, coffee mornings, social media, fundraising, gyms, your online shop, referrals, weight management, skincare, pup packs, clean nines. So there's lots and lots of things there to do, but I like to focus it down into maybe 4 main ones, and some of these 4 cover 2 or 3 of those that I listed there. But it's important to make things simple in this business, and that's why I think it's important to focus on just 4 only. So the number 1 is talking to people. So you got to know the products. You don't need to know everything about every product, but to have a basic understanding from the products and what they do. From how do you get that knowledge? Using them, you'll get to use them. Watching the videos on this team page on what the products do, what's in your starter pack and what it does, that will help you with your knowledge. Secondly, from attending trainings, and whether that's your local training at your local BP, or whether it's an advisory board training, or whether it's an online training, that's another way of getting the knowledge. A third way is attending product launches, and listening and learning and asking questions. And then you will be able to talk to people. So that's number 1 way of retailing the product, just talking to people. Listening, keeping an ear out for people who maybe want more energy, maybe want more better joints, maybe want more better skin, maybe want, and are talking about that. Talking about maybe health challenges they're having or whatever. And keeping your ears and eyes open for this in your everyday life as you go about meeting people, and obviously sharing the experience with your family and friends and people you're in contact with, that you've started to use this, you're feeling amazing, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's number 1. We need to learn how to talk to people, because that's what we do naturally. We recommend things we believe in, alright? So secondly, a number 2 way of retailing the products is product talks, or information evenings, or whatever you want to call it. But basically, it's getting a group of people in a room and displaying the products and talking about the products. Okay, so when you start, it won't be you that'll be doing the talking, it'll be your sponsor or your sponsor's manager, but you'll be there listening and learning again. This is how you get your knowledge. But it will be up to you to gather that crowd, and we'll help you and show you how to do that as well. But that's your part of the job, gathering them in a room or whatever. So that might be your house. It's best in your house or in somebody's house. I wouldn't advise it in a pub or a hotel. It's not really the best place to have it. There's a couple of reasons for that, but gathering people. Now, it could be 2 or 3 people. It could be 15 or 20 people. It's really not that important. Obviously, we want the more people in front of us, the better, but however many people, it's getting people listening to the story of the products. And if you do 2, 3 or 4 of those at the start of your business, and then every now and again have another one, you know, every now and again just top up your customers. So this is the way we share the experience of the product. So eventually, when you listen to your sponsor or your sponsor's manager doing a few of those, you'll be able to do them yourself. And then you'll be able to do them much more easily without too much fuss. Third way we retail the products is we use experience packs, or PUP packs. So a PUP pack is an acronym for Personal Use Product Pack, PUPP. Or a lot of people call it an experience pack. So what that is just a little box. You can create it yourself. It can be nice and fancy basket. It might be a wicker basket. It might be a box. Make it nice and put in 2 or 3 or 4 of products you think that that person might like to experience. And you loan them those products for 3 days, approximately 3 days, and you get it back off them. And basically ask them for feedback. But inevitably they will like one or two of the products in there and they will ask you for an order. And if they don't, they don't. But what you do with that box when you take it back off them is you clean off the top of them with a baby wipe, make sure they're nice and clean, and then you loan it to somebody else for 3 days. And you keep doing that, and you use that pup pack to help people experience what products you have on offer. With no pressure, you'll have some literature in there, you'll have a feedback form, a little questionnaire, and you keep loaning out the same pack to different people over a period of time, and that helps you get some customers. Because inevitably when people use the products, some of the people you share it with will love the tooth gel or the moisturizer or whatever the case may be. And you can tailor-made packs to, you know, to people who are into skincare, people who are into sports, or you can have a general pup pack. It'll be up to you. So there's a training video on that as well. I'm not going into it too much. And the other thing is tabletops, or what we call, I suppose, having a table in a public area. And the public area could be at a craft fair, or it could be at a Christmas fair, or it could be in a supermarket, in a shopping mall. You know, somebody gives you permission to display your products there. It could be in a gym. It could be any place there's a lot of people coming to. And you might be there for a few hours. You might be there for the full day. In a lot of cases, you're going to have to pay for setting up that stand, and you talk to your sponsor about what you should be paying. It'll depend on the footfall. It might be free, it might be €20, it might be €80. Some of them go into hundreds of euros because there's a lot of people there. You might have 5,000 people passing and you might have to pay €150. But you'll be able to talk to your sponsor about the value of that. But basically you're going to have traffic, you're going to have footfall, you're going to have people passing this table, displayed products on the table, and as you engage with them and you get talking to people you wouldn't normally talk to, and talk to them about the products, and inevitably you'll end up getting sales from that as well. So they're the four main ways we retail the products, are how we get our customers. And remember, we don't need hundreds of customers. It's about developing 20, 25, 30, something like that customers, and treating them well with customer care. So watch the customer care training video on the team page as well, and to help you look after those customers so that you will retain them as customers, so they're ordering over and over and over again. But these four ways, do them consistently, and you'll gather a great customer base, and you'll have no problem getting your retail profit, doing your 4cc's or your 5cc's or whatever the case may be. But like everything else, you need to do it consistently. So thanks very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.